Hey everybody, it's Matty here with Altcoin Buzz on this Sunday. Yes, already we're Sunday. Where does the time fly? I never understand it. We're looking at a few news stories today, including WEISS ratings, which is all of a sudden back in the news, and talking about cryptocurrency. So we'll take a look at what they have to say at some of their tweets. We'll take a look at this potential team up here between YouTube content creators, Twitch content creators, and XRP, which is potentially being offered now as a payment system. But let's begin with a little bit of spice and a little bit of controversy here on altcoinbuzz.io with this story by Luke. Alex Jones's Infowars, cut off by PayPal, may switch to cryptocurrency. So to set the stage, the controversial media platform Infowars.com has reportedly been cut off by the payment processor PayPal. With the decision, PayPal joins other major tech companies in banning the controversial website from using its platform. Infowars is led by Alex Jones, an American journalist known for spreading far-right conspiracy theories and fake news. Now, I'm not going to let you guys know personally if I love Alex Jones, if I loathe Alex Jones, but I have hinted in the past that I'm a very, very free market kind of guy. So I absolutely abhor any kind of censorship. I think this is disgusting. So not only now has PayPal basically said, no, you're not allowed to run a business. You're not allowed to have those thoughts or those opinions. That's wrong think. So PayPal joins the list of Facebook now, Twitter, YouTube. By the way, Alex Jones and Infowars put up their own private paid app in the Apple App Store, and even that was deemed to be not acceptable. So they eliminated that. Spotify, iTunes, you name it. Everybody has banned this guy because he's not thinking the right way. His thoughts are unsafe. So we seem to have our pre-approved media in the West, and whether it's the New York Times or NBC or ABC or Fox or CBS or Time Magazine, what have you, when they talk about the deaths of babies in incubators, when they talk about WMDs that never exist, it's all well and good. We rally support and people go off to war and the death toll rises to the tune of millions. But no, you can't have anything that's intolerant. You can't have hate speech. And you certainly can't support your business through PayPal if that's what you're all about. So you guys can read here about Luke's quick recap of what Infowars is all about, how they support themselves on the private side with their merchandise and whatnot. Previously, PayPal could be used to pay for things on Infowars.com, but not anymore. Last Friday, a tweet by the New York Times journalist Nathaniel revealed that PayPal has cited alleged incidents of hate speech and discriminatory content as its basis for banning Infowars. Let's read his tweet here. PayPal has indeed told Infowars they will need to get a new payment processor, the latest tech company to cut off Infowars. A PayPal spokesperson says, quote, "We undertook an extensive review of the Infowars sites and found instances that promoted hate or discriminatory intolerance." Yes, that's their opinion. But here's why we're talking about this, because the silver lining seems to be that now Infowars has 10 days to find a new payment processor, and Jones's followers are reportedly prompting the company to turn to cryptocurrency as an immediate alternative. One potential option, as pointed out in a response to Popper's original tweet, could be Coinbase Commerce, an e-commerce payment processor specifically designed to accept major cryptocurrencies without a middleman. So this is becoming more and more high-profile news, but I will vehemently deny anybody that chooses to censor somebody else on the basis of their thoughts as wrongthink or what they say. Nothing to me is more disgusting. So, by the way, I haven't told you whether or not I agree or disagree with everything that Alex Jones says, but to censor somebody, to unperson somebody in the way that's been done to him, to me is so reprehensible. This is like Banana Republic behavior. And the fact that organizations are getting behind it collectively does not make it okay. And look, guys, I think this story speaks to the libertarian in me, which is what attracted me to cryptocurrency in the first place. So, bit of a controversial topic. Check out this montage of Alex's funniest moments if you like, courtesy of Luke. So I hope I didn't ruffle too many feathers out there. Let us know what you think about this particular story. It certainly is an interesting one. And again, I like the fact that it's high profile. If it does shed some light on the convenience and the technological superiority that is cryptocurrency, then hopefully it's all going to work out for the best. You can check out Infowars.com if you so choose here. Look, it is very controversial and it is very hyperbolic and sensational. No doubt about it. So you've been warned. We'll link to it below. You can check out other coverage by Reuters. PayPal ends business dealings with Alex Jones's Infowars. The New York Times here. PayPal cuts off Alex Jones's Infowars, joining other tech giants. Yes, the cyberbullying campaign rolls on. Bloomberg, of course, and Business Insider all covering the same thing. You can check out all of those different perspectives. We're going to link to them in the description below. In other news, WEISS Ratings is all of a sudden again talking about cryptocurrencies, not something it's traditionally done, and yet it's vocalized their opinions now a couple of times just in the last week. So they say Bitcoin will lose 50% of its market share to Ethereum in 5 years. WEISS Ratings, a provider of market research and stock analysis on exchange-traded funds, mutual funds, cryptocurrency, banks, and insurance policies, made a bold move saying that Ethereum will overtake 50% of Bitcoin's market share in the next 5 years. So they're saying this because apparently they're arguing that Ethereum has superior blockchain technology and that the limit of its application is the, quote, sky itself. Let's take a look at their actual tweet on the subject, what it is they said exactly. Bitcoin will lose 50% of its cryptocurrency market share to Ethereum within 5 years, due to it offering more uses and being backed with superior blockchain technology. We completely agree. Unlike Bitcoin, which is a one-trick pony, the limit of Ethereum's application is the sky itself. So this is a little bit of, I think, a preferential examination of the issue here. But if you're just basing it on superior technology, Ethereum is hardly the most superior technology in the platform space. There are many new contenders out there that can boast better technology. So I don't think that's the only variable worth considering. Nonetheless, it's a very bold statement, and Ethereum certainly is down right now. So they do point out that the market cap at the moment is only about 25 billion. Ethereum has lost 82% of its value since January of 2018. We're going to link to this article here on bitcoinist.com. You can see what their take is, whether they fully agree or disagree with those comments by WEISS Ratings. But I just want to point out the fact that these comments are being made in the first place. I think it's interesting for these guys to be entering the space and being as opinionated as they are. It's a bit of a departure from their more traditional role. So do be sure to check that out. Let us know what you think about the issue. And finally today, in case you missed it, content creators on YouTube and Twitch can now accept XRP as payment. This is a big development that's kind of flying under the radar, but I think it's very promising. A new platform created by Ripple's former CTO is now integrated with YouTube and Twitch, allowing content creators to accept XRP, which has been on a tear, as you guys know. Internet content creators can now accept XRP tokens as payments from the users directly. The whole tipping for content has become possible because of Coil, which was the idea of the former CTO of Ripple Labs, Stefan Thomas. So let's take a look at what Mr. Thomas said. Quote, others have created subscription services that bundle content, but micropayments and subscriptions have always been built as closed systems which fail to capture the huge variety of content on the web. Coil will be the first when it comes to paying out websites using web monetization, the Interledger-powered standard enabling browsers to pay websites. The Coil will be compatible with popular web industry names that include YouTube, Wikipedia, Twitch, Internet Archive, and Beat, among others. And if you're still trying to wrap your mind around Coil, what it is exactly, Luke leaves us with a very apropos note here, courtesy of a Redditor. Quote, think Spotify, think Uber, think ads on the web, or no more ads on the web, while commenting on the additional features of Coil. This is just the beginning of Internet of Value. Coil is big. Coil is huge. Coil deserves as much attention as we are giving Ripple. So let us know what you think about that. You can obviously read more about Coil here in Luke's article. If you're familiar with it already, do leave us with your perspective, your thoughts. We'd love to hear what you have to say about this, as well as the controversial stuff that we talked about before. Best way to follow us for new updates on these stories, Altcoin Buzz and Altcoin Buzz News. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram, of course. Check out our last video here on the right if you haven't already. Members of the Altcoin Buzz Army, have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy the tail end of your weekend. Hey, if you choose to invest, I wish you happy investing. We put out content every day, so of course, we will see you again soon. Take care.